For some reason, for many people, this is appealing.
Really nice exit here.
Luge, flying down an ice-covered track on a sled barely above disaster at speeds approaching 120 kilometers per hour. For most, this is as close to the real thing as they'll ever get. Luge rides, built on metal tracks like this one in Thredbo, in Kosciuszko National Park in New South Wales.
Why do people enjoy these rides so much?
Because they're fun.
Matthew Mulkearns believes a luge track would be perfect under the gondola he runs at Arthur's Seat State Park on the picturesque Mornington Peninsula, 60 kilometres south of Melbourne. And he says visitors to this tourist attraction agree.
The feedback very clearly was that we love what the gondola is about. We love the experience of the gondola, but what else can we do at Arthur's Seat Eagle?
Starting in 1960, a ride to the top of Arthur's Seat, 300 metres above Port Phillip, brought in the crowds. But the old chairlift started to become a risky proposition. High-profile accidents forced its closure in 2006. A brand new gondola opened a decade later, and now the company that runs it has big ideas for Arthur's Seat beyond just a luge. Renderings show plans for a new observation tower at the top. There will also be a new experience center at the base. But it's the luge track proposal that's getting the most attention.
Our leased corridor pretty much runs within the easement that you can see. So the luge ride will follow the terrain down with lots of cuts and turns and a couple of helixes that bring people down to a point somewhere around here. It's very, very light touch.
What will be here under the proposal?
This is the luge top station, which is about the size.
Local resident Kylie Greer from the group Save Our Seat, opposed to the development plan, doesn't agree.
They call it a light touch, but it can't be a light touch because people need to be safe on it. So there has to be, concrete pylons, pegs in ground, and a lot of metal.
Save Our Seat's petition against the Arthur's Seat plans now has nearly 10,000 signatures. Among the objections, the destruction of wildlife corridors and native habitats.
This is a public park. It's a state park. If the proponents want to build a luge, then they should buy their land somewhere else and build a luge wherever they want to. It's not appropriate to have a luge underneath this gondola.
A small but determined band has taken their fight to Victoria's Parliament. Concerned approval could come under special rules for projects deemed economically significant by Victoria's planning minister.
And if she approves it, we have no right to appeal that. We'd have to go straight to the Supreme Court, which would cost a lot of money.
A Victorian government spokesperson told 730 it would be inappropriate to comment while a proposal is being considered. One of the key arguments for the luge is that it would add an attraction to the already popular gondola. Roger Lancia is the chair of the Regional Tourism Board.
It's come back to life. We're seeing people back on the lifts, on the chair lifts, heading up and down Arthur's Seat, one of the most iconic viewpoints of the Mornington Peninsula. Adding to that experience with another element is something that I think would be really quite enticing.
But some say there's already plenty to do at Arthur's Seat. It's not like there aren't other attractions nearby. In fact, just several hundred meters away, there's an adventure park, perfect for old school fun, like getting lost in a maze. And there is another option near Melbourne. This is the Alpine Toboggan Slide. Notably, it's on the ground, not on an elevated track. Nothing like the luge rides experienced by Matthew Mulkearns.
I love them. I thought they were fun. I think they're very family oriented. You can go down at 10 kilometres an hour, you could go down at 40 kilometres an hour and be protected by the safety mechanisms.
Underneath
Or Kylie Greer hopes you could not go down at all because the luge won't be built. But if the Save Our Seat campaign fails, this won't be the only way to ride down Arthur's Seat.